Okay, I am back. It is Lady Rick Rovey. I am the hated but yet most duplicated female on social media, and I might just be a celebrity for real. So I'm going to go ahead and block out any negative talk, evil eye, word cursing, or twisting of anything that I'm about to say in front of the camera. So I am back. So I actually want to talk about a couple of things because I saw something online. I just want to address something. So we all know where I am, right? And we know what I have a degree in, right? And so we all know what was about to take place in my life, right? And how my life changed prior to me being able to do that particular thing, right? So what I actually want to talk about now is I don't know if all this happened because someone assumed that I was about to do something here at a particular college or what. I really don't know what that's about, but I do sense a lot of hydration or whatever the case may be, right? And so sometimes when people think that you're about to do something, they will try to prevent you from doing something where you are because they're fearful of you because you are better than them. When I say better than them, I mean you are better at whatever it is that you do than them, right? So again, I've already expressed how I feel here and how my family, my children are different races, right? So I'm just going to say that again, right? And I also want to talk about like accreditations and things of that nature, right? Because see, I think that there's someone that believes that certain colleges are better than other colleges, right? And so I'm going to say this to that because see, we have a lot of people that are in positions of influence that you are learning that they think a particular thing about particular people of particular colors, right? So with that being said, I want to say since I have been here, I have seen people with certain university sweatshirts on. I'm not even going to say what the sweatshirt was, right? But I know they were sent here to try to take something away or to try to see what it was that I was doing here. And like I've said before, I was spiritually led to come here and I'm still trying to figure it out, right? But anyway, like I've said before in another video, we all should aspire to want our families and our children and our siblings and maybe people that look up to us to do more and have more and be in better positions than us, right? And I also remember saying, if you don't like what you see around you, if you grew up in a certain area and you didn't like it, then your goal should be to work hard to get yourself out of that environment so that when you are ready to have children and have a family, that have more opportunities than what you may have had, right? And so as we know, we've all been to see where I live at, right? We saw what was around it. We saw the colleges that was up the street and we saw the colleges that were surrounding it, right? So that was where I was supposed to be, right? That is where I was supposed to be. Do you feel me? That was where I was supposed to be, right? And so since I lost my spouse before I should have lost my spouse, things changed, right? And so I stayed in that state because I wasn't ready to relocate yet because I had just lost my spouse, right? And so I was still hopeful that maybe something would change for me, right? And then maybe I could still have a family in that state because everything that I didn't have surrounding me as a child, everything my late spouse did not have surrounding him as a child, we had it where we were, right? So since I had to leave where I was because I was spiritually told to leave, right? I left where I was for a reason, right? I didn't run away from anybody in particular. I was told you have to leave and you have to leave now, so that's what I did, right? And so now that I am where I am and I'm experiencing some of the things I'm experiencing, I'm not going to say it's because of where I am. I'm going to say I think that there is persons that are jealous. People like to come to where I am and try to cause disruptions, right? try to make me look in a way that I am not, right? And I already knew this before because see, this has been happening to me since last year. But see, this is the first time that there's been some type of financial involvement to where I don't have accessibility to my own money to buy food with, right? So this is why I am more frustrated, right? Of course, we know that I'm not racist, right? But this area, people are trying to make me feel like I am, but I know I'm not, right? And that's okay, right? We still have people in the world that think that way. They think that, you know, we can only do this, we can only do that, we can only do that. But see, like I said before, if you maybe have not been in a military setting or work with military personnel, then you would not understand that that is a restriction, right? When you have you're trying to put your children in an area where everybody is the same, that is a restriction, right? Because see, your child and those children only know whatever they know in whatever culture or environment because they all come from that environment, right? But see, when you travel internationally, right? When you study abroad, when you are a military brat and you go here and there with your family, that makes you diverse, right? And I've already talked about what diversity means, right? So sometimes, well, I'm not gonna say sometimes, all the time, it is appropriate and good. You ought to want your children to excel higher than you, right? You should want your siblings to excel higher than you, right? You should want them to go out and seek and do things you didn't do, right? So what I have been doing unknowingly on my Facebook page that I'm no longer on is showing you what a girl from South Carolina has been doing, right? So I have traveled all over. I still haven't gone everywhere I wanted to go, and I'm still going to do those things. But see, somebody has tried to hinder me from doing that by messing with me being able to renew my passport and messing with my global entry card and trying to illegally hospitalize me so I lose my rights to have my global entry card. I've already been down this road before, right? I'm just recanting things for you, right? So sometimes when you have people that look at your life on the outside, they try to bring you down to a level because see, you're about to get into something and you don't even know it. So they have to bring you down to a level so that you don't appear to be who you are, right? So I just wanted to say, I don't have anything against, you know, HBCUs whatsoever. I have nothing against HCBUs. I support all colleges, right? But if your child is academically of a standard to where they can get into any college at all and it just so happens to be an Ivy League, then what is wrong with that, right? So all I'm saying is expand your horizons, right? I don't have anything against any college at all. We've seen my resume, we've seen where I've gone to school at, and everything else. So I'm not ashamed or embarrassed by anything that I've done. But what I have tried to show you and your children and your family and your extended family is, it doesn't matter where you come from, right? You can still achieve and do whatever it is you want to do in life, regardless of where you grew up, right? So as a result of that, someone has tried to discredit my degree, right? My level of experience, my intelligence, my speaking ability, my faith even, right? My spiritual walk even, right? My family structure, right? My relationship in high school that don't even really count for real, right? My marriage, right? And so with that, I'm gonna say, don't ever let people, and I don't care what their name is, what letters are in front or behind their name, that really don't matter, right? Don't ever let anybody disrupt or discourage you from doing something that you know you're supposed to do. People are always going to question what you do, but when you question them on what they do, they have a problem. And like I said before, it's okay when they do it, it's a problem when you do it, right? So you have to live your life for you, because at the end of the day, it is you. And when Don't let anyone place you in a box, right? Because see, there are people that have placed themselves in a box and sealed it, and they want you to be in the box and seal the box as well. But if that's not who you are, don't get in the box and don't seal the box, right? So I just want to say that out loud, and I wanted to explain that I personally don't have anything against any particular college. If you get into an Ivy League school, go. Experience is everything, right? You have to be around people that are like yourself or smarter. I'm gonna say smarter than you, right? I mean, you don't want to be. It's not always good to be the smartest person in the group all the time, because if you are, you can't learn anything, right? Think about that, right? So, I'm just saying, y'all ain't gonna like what I just said, but it's true, right? So, I think that there have been a lot of opportunities that I was supposed to get into, and for whatever reason, things turned around, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and speak this into existence, because these things are still gonna happen too. Like, I'm still gonna be able to have conversations with people that I need to have conversations with, and someone trying to discredit my degree, my walk, whether it be faith walk or spiritual walk, or something I experienced as a teenager, right? Or something I experienced at a workplace environment, or whatever, right? I mean, I can talk about all this stuff because I have nothing to hide, for real, for real. And see, a lot of people are uncomfortable saying stuff, because see, if your life is